Kill la Kill episode 7 viewer comments. Tika-chan Mo starts off. I've been bummed about Naruto lately. It's about Kill la Kill, just everybody. Since progress isn't what I wanted, but oh, well, because you brought Kill la Kill to my world, and it's awesome. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you saying that. I love that. I'm in love with this story. It seems light and funny with tons of action. And at first, more and more meaning is found in the storyline with each episode. Episode 7 was my favorite. I'd already liked Meko very much since she's sweet, funny, crazy girl. Now we know she's also strong, smart, and loyal to the end. Thanks for your hard work, RP. I love it. I love it. Look, I heard about this thing myself. I got into it. I've had so much fun and so much conversation with it because there's so much to it. And it's only people. The only thing I've seen so far critical of it is the fan service, and that's it. But that's cool. If somebody doesn't like it, then that's fine. But otherwise, it is awesome on all levels. And once again, that'd be my only warning for anybody. But it just makes me feel so awesome to help somebody get to something that they enjoy and have a lot of fun with. It is so freaking great. And Conley Bob 9, I'm going to read yours last because it's the longest comment, which is awesome. You can keep writing more. I can freaking do an hour or two on this. That is all good. Thank you for your comments. Neo Snipe. And there's a spoiler warning on this one. Neo Snipe. Yeah, Mako always steals the show. She's a great character, but I hope Satsuki didn't use Mako again. Now that I like the character so much, I wouldn't stand it. Okay, spoiler alert for Gurren Lagann. Okay, that show, which is, I believe, the one they did before this, which I haven't watched because I don't want to get, I don't want to get too much of a vibe of what they did before. Okay, now here's the spoiler part. Just don't even listen to the next 10 seconds of this. If she got killed, like Kamina, all right, that was a spoiler kind of thing, whatever. And I don't worry about me personally being spoiled. I just don't want to do that to somebody else, because it's not a big deal to me. All right, Neo Snipe, appreciate that. Elijah Lawson, great episode. This show is like no other. So super fast-paced. I watched the live stream this afternoon, and I just kept yelling, oh no, is Mako going to become one of you in the elite? It's interesting how they went through so many clubs. Seems like there is going to be a big change coming in the next couple of episodes. So much to discuss. My brother calls me. Oh, this is also expanded. So many clubs. My brother calls me after every episode. I love this too. And we talk for a good hour about looking forward to the other comments. Again, this show just goes by so fast, and it's all the same elements of a traditional anime series, but somehow feels fresh. Watching Kill la Kill, I really felt really bad about the family being corrupted by money and status, and I cheered when Mako got a 2-star Goku uniform, and the show is conflicting. Do kind of wish they stuck with the whole betrayal aspect. It would have been super interesting. Still, I was overjoyed with this one. Really do appreciate your comment. Yeah, I mean, can you believe they went there, though? They went there, that she got her own suit, that she did the betrayal, that, her family is pretty untrustworthy. I mean, the mother especially. Send Ryuko to hell. Straight to hell. Holy cow. I don't know how they're going to make that up. I guess they're going to have to be sucking up to Ryuko after that. Mako's like, why didn't you stop me? And her family. They went there. This whole thing was insane. And it made sense because it was probably Satsuki's plan that worked. Alright. Really awesome comments. NW Order for Life. This is kind of going faster than I thought. Wow, what an episode. I was shocked when Mako started to transform into this entirely different character. Oh yeah, the part where she's going, ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh. It was great how Mako's goal changed from destroying the school from within to helping Ruko without, to simply keeping her and her family wealthy. There was a really powerful message in this episode. Money and power corrupts. Yes. My eyes widened when Mako called Satsuki by a revered honorific. And this was a great way to show why so many people follow Satsuki, because of the easy and comfortable lifestyle she provides. I wish Mako would have kept the uniform and kept Ryuko with it, but I guess she would have to remain serious and talented, which would probably ruin the show's comedy. Still, as a character, I would have loved to see Ryuko evolve from her goofy inner self to a serious person she became as President Mako, but only reform. Before I read the rest of your comment, she was powerful. She had a lot of power in that uniform, right? Evidently the uniform is only as good as the power of the person that wears it. So don't be shocked if she doesn't get some kind of a sidekick uniform or something, or even funnier, okay, is if she joined the nudist, and whatever their special abilities, whatever that one teacher's glowing nipple eye, whatever his nudist abilities are, and if she became a nudist, that would be so funny. But don't be surprised. Somehow she's going to have to become some kind of a sidekick superhero herself. And she is an awesome character. Continuing on reading your comment. I also think it's worth noting, Ryuko could have took the easy way out and joined the student council, ended all the conflict, and sat down for tea with Satsuki discussing her father, but because she hates the unfairness of the system so much, she chose to get out when she saw she wasn't winning against it. If she would have stayed with Satsuki, would have been proven right, Ryuko would have come to revere her as well. I don't think Ryuko would have been, but that would have that whole thing would have been pretty crazy. Another thing too was she was so disappointed. Mako was so disappointed in her family. That whole, gosh, what an awesome series this is, isn't it? Just awesome. And as many people, this is definitely a series that you can discuss many different parts and miss things, right? You get into this discussion, and all of a sudden, I talked to my brother-in-law about it, and all of a sudden he brings up stuff that I completely missed, But it's a fast show too. All right, and one more comment, last but not least, Conley Bob 9. LOL. Wallace with Mecha's uniform. She looked like something out of Springtime for Hitler. Also, Mako was a force to be reckoned with in that uniform. In this episode, all the other 2 stars fought by Ryuko were practically fodder, but Mako was giving her a fight, and all the while she was holding back. The power of the uniform seems to have to do a lot with the strength of the wearer. So it seems to me like Mako's got a lot of potential. Couldn't agree more. I really enjoyed this episode, and it had a really good message. Ironically, Rampage, you were just discussing in your last Naruto viewer comments video about the devaluation of the family in Western society, as opposed to Japan. In this episode, we saw this happen as they climbed up the social ladder, becoming more greedy and materialistic in the process. In their 2-star home, the family had virtually no time for each other, and they were each absorbed in their own little world. Even the dog was getting it on. It became all about the individual, and family values were gone. Here in the West, it is very much like that. For better or worse, we seem to want to Americanize the rest of the world into our realm of thinking. And even a country as different from ours like Japan has not fully escaped that assimilation. Of course, the situation in this episode isn't Western in origin. It's about the corrupting influence of money, which has existed long before our society was born. Still, it is interesting to see a more Japanese take on this. Yes, it is. Loved Satsuki's speech at the end. Pigs in human clothing. Her speech had the Marxist, communist argument in there, that earthly possessions lead to greater and destructive desires. But she used that greed to make the humans fight and oppress each other to where they got a small ruling class over the slums of the society. With her at the very top, like an Orwellian fascism, but communist or fascist, you've got a dictatorial regime either way. She's got the 2-star people living in their mansions, and they're living the good life. It's a poor folks down in the slums don't like their lot in life. An attempt to rebel. You do think the two-star folks are going to stand for losing their status and luxuries that come with it? No way. Even though the two stars are greatly outnumbered, they're going to put in on their uniforms and, like Nazi super soldiers, wipe the floor with the lot of them. If you pit 12 ants against a grasshopper, the grasshopper wins. Satsuki's enlisted enough grasshoppers to help her preserve the system. But more than that, the no stars, while their conditions are bad, live under the promise that if they work hard and become strong, they will move up in life. If you've seen The Hunger Games, there's a scene where Donald Sutherland talks about the effectiveness of hope. The line goes like this: hope, it is the only thing stronger than fear. A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous. A spark is fine as long as it's contained. So even the no-star ants will begin to police each other and support the rich grasshoppers. If there's even the slightest idea that they could become grasshoppers themselves. Capitalism at its finest, LOL. As crazy as this anime is, as ridiculous as this world is, Satsuki got a real smart and effective system set up there. You're extremely insightful, my friend. I'm going to continue to read the last part here. Last paragraph. There's more that I could say about this episode, but my post is more than long enough already, LOL. But I will quickly point out that the irony that all the clubs that exist in this school, you'd think that there would have been a fight club already. But nope, they've got a non-athletic club, but no fight club until Roku came up with it. Collie Bob 9, your absence from making comments and everything has been missed, not just by myself, but several people when you were gone were, where's Conley Bob 9? What happened to Conley? Why isn't he doing comments? So your comments are more than welcome. They're easy to read and they're very insightful. So you can make your comments as well. Actually, you can make them as long as you want. And but if they do like this, I'll just read yours toward the end. So make it, if you got something to say, keep talking. As long as it's a small book. If you do a full book on here, that may be a little bit much. But you could probably, let me just put, you could probably the last comment you made here, you could probably go twice or 3 times as long. Seriously, and it would be fine with me. So awesome stuff. I appreciate everyone's making this series even more fun for me. I have never seen, I haven't seen anything that was consistently through all the episodes so far just so awesome for conversation. I talked to my brother-in-law about this show, and it's just amazing. And so I just wish there was more people making comments so we could have an even more awesome conversation. As a matter of fact, this is coming off the top of my head. I've never used any of the Google Plus stuff as far as getting a live discussion on there. I think that would actually be, I really don't know how to do it. I know it's simple. You just use your webcam or what have you. That's something I might actually want to pursue. I'm going to get some feedback on that because that would actually be pretty interesting. We could set something like that up maybe the day after or something, or try to find some time and get some of us on there for maybe a half hour or an hour or what have you, see how it goes, and just talk about the Kill la Kill, because that seems like that would just be so absolutely funny. This is the only show so far that's actually made me kind of want to do that, because a live discussion would simply be freaking awesome. All right. Well, anyway. Awesome job, everybody. Anybody could be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.